I want to give all of us something to think about. It's definitely not thoughts and prayers, but what I would like to give you is food for thought during this horrible but inevitable monkey wrench. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is your chance. The break you've all been needing. The break you've been asking your God while you're sitting in the car. All this time, it's here. It has finally arrived. You've been bitching and complaining about your job and your family life keeps holding you back from all your dreams. But you just can't get a head start because you're so tired from sitting in traffic for hours at a time, 5 days a week, and you just don't have time for your passion anymore. Well, recession's little fucked up cousin is clearing a bleak but perfect path. So you need to get after it. Use this time wisely. Start writing that long-awaited memoir. Write that dope-ass track. Paint that beautiful portrait. Hell, do your fucking taxes. Recommence on that New Year's workout plan. Or just spend time with your kids, partners, and furry little friends. Guys, it's no secret. We've known this for a very long time. Death is coming for us all, whether we accept it or not. Nature has thrown us another kindly bone. Let's do something with it this time. You are listening to I'm ready to talk now. Well, I want to give this enough time, mainly for myself, because, once this pandemic truly, once it showed up, I thought that people were obviously overreacting, meaning the hoarding and all that stuff, all the nonsense in the grocery stores and the parking lots and such. But I didn't want to get on and just start yelling, how people do on Twitter, all caps. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to just get on here and just start yelling and screaming and, getting, just super upset about everything and about how everyone is treating one another. But as of late, it has calmed down. It seems like people have completely shifted gears. Doesn't seem like there's much panicking anymore. Doesn't seem like people are being rude to one another and being completely selfish. The only selfish part is, obviously the Florida kids, and then here in California, going to the beach, they're so upset that their spring break has been ruined. Their jello shots and wet t-shirt contests and whatever the fuck kids do at 20 or 18 or whatever. It's this has been a wild and crazy time. I normally work from home, so I'm used to this part of it, of just sitting here and working on my stuff and watching TV and going out to exercise and just being basically a full-time homebody. So I know that there's a lot of people out there who aren't used to doing that. They're used to being away from home, and once they get home from work, they just crash out or, fix some dinner, then they just, watch TV and go to sleep. But getting stuck in your home, being stuck in your home for, basically all day, it's not like you can't get outside and go walk around in your neighborhood and all that stuff. You can still keep that social distance from people, but going to the hiking trails, which I don't know what the hell people were truly thinking, that you thought that was your idea only. Man, everyone would be stuck at home I'm gonna go to the hiking trails because nobody will ever think of that. Wrong. I feel like that was with the beach as well. So, but definitely, people aren't used to just sitting at home and just working or literally doing nothing. So maybe that's a good thing, maybe not, but I'm just glad that the freak out point, I'm just glad that that's over with. We don't have to worry about that per se. Now we're just worried about people ignoring the commands and just ignoring it and not listening to the professionals, the officials who telling us that this is how we basically can solve this problem, so to speak, is just staying inside your house, figure it out, read some books. There's plenty of shit for you guys to do. There's plenty of things for all of us to do than just, feel like shit and feel like that this is ruining their lives, which technically, yes, it sort of is ruining people's lives and livelihood. But obviously, we're not going to get through any of this if we're all, feeling the same exact way. So, just be easy, man. Just hang out, calm down. There are things that I'm pretty sure that you've been wanting to work on for a very long time, and this is your opportunity. To work on those things, whatever it is. I mean, obviously we've been on social media and watching people become professional chefs, and they all think that they've gone to culinary school for 3 weeks, and now they're making fucking dope ass food, and I find it hilarious. So there's plenty of things that we can be doing instead of just sitting there and wondering about what's going to happen next, and about you losing your jobs and all that stuff. I mean, whatever happens. This is out of our control, period. So we can't do anything about it. But what I've been doing is working on new videos and writing a really basic and fun script, and plan on shooting that soon. The partner and I get a chance to hang out and see each other, and really hang out with one another, which we haven't really done on a full-time basis. It's been nice so far, just hanging out and just being able to enjoy one another. And she still has to work from home, but that's she still has a job, so that's awesome. But yeah, I'm enjoying it too. It's been nice just hanging out, and we get to just stare at each other's faces and see each other for the first time in quite a while. When you're living in these types of cities, it's a fucking rat race. So once you get home and you just want to chill, you just don't have that time, or you just don't want to make time or whatever to hang out with your loved ones and all that stuff. So so far that's been the biggest takeaway, is just hanging out with your loved ones. And people are using all these video chats and connecting with all their friends they can't see anymore for the time being, or they just haven't seen in a long time, and with family members, and everyone's just talking and able to possibly get their frustrations out, hopefully in a positive way, with their friends and family members, and just hanging out and seeing each other's faces and all that stuff. I've mentioned this before, but not on here, but just this could be worse. It could be way worse. And not to say that it can't get to that point, as long as we keep our stupid asses inside the house, just fucking listen. But at the moment, it could be worse. This could be really, really, really catastrophic, and it's not. And you know, it just could be. It could be worse. You know, yes, there are death tolls. You know, it's. I think that's just nature, and I think nature is warning us. I feel like we've been giving a solid warning, and if we're not careful, and if we don't listen to nature, then it's gonna get worse. So, this will turn around. It'll be over, and once it's over, like, we'll be right back at it again. You know, traffic is gonna get insane. People got to go back to work again and do their jobs. And you know, and obviously, I feel like I'm about to shout out the troops, but seriously, like, you know, shout out to everybody. That's, you know, all the doctors, nurses, and the grocery store people, and all the truck drivers and all that stuff. Kind of gonna go off on a tangent maybe a little bit, but I had this argument, like, you know, it was some years ago, with an old friend of mine, and you know, he's an officer, he's a cop, and this is whenever the big, like, whenever Black Lives Matter first started, and all of a sudden there's Blue Lives Matter out of nowhere, and then All Lives Matter came up and all that stuff, and, you know, it turned into a bit of a debate / basically, and I guess an argument between him and I. And he was, you know, just kind of being a dick, in my opinion. And it just, nobody's occupation is, like, better than the next or anything like that. Like, we all have our positions, you know, in life. We all have our jobs. And I just got tired of the, you know, putting that, like, you know, we're always in danger. You know, we're the ones who are out there on the streets, and we're always in danger. And it's like, yes, you have a high chance of seeing danger, because that's what your shield is for. That's what you signed up for. But we can't always act like, you know, the doctors and the nurses and, you know, people who drive trucks and, you know, anybody that has a job is not at risk of some crazy shit going down, you know. I just find that appalling that someone would say something like that and make it seem like their occupation is way more important than the next. You know, it's just like, you know, how cops kind of, you know, jab at firefighters, because firefighters just sit around and wait till there's something going on. But it's like, dude, those people firefighters train like fucking crazy, you know. EMTs have to train like fucking crazy. So I just found that to be just ignorant and just out of line. But yeah, thank you to you guys out there, and you know, putting up with all this stuff. You're having to put up with with all of us. And, you know, like the old saying is, you know, we're all in this together, which we are. So thank you guys for definitely, hopefully keeping a level head throughout all this shit. I had joked about, I was talking to my partner about it, and I was driving up the street, you know, trying to make that crazy toilet paper run. And, of course, there was none to be found. And as I'm driving down the street, this Stater Brothers truck is, like, trying to get into the parking lot. And I'm watching these people, like, walk on the sidewalk. And they just stopped and stared at this truck. And just the look in their eyes. Now, I'm just driving by, like, you know, I think it was basically like a red light was like, I was coming up on a red light. And I'm just watching these people, and they're just staring at this truck. And I'm like, dude, are y'all about to pull a fucking A fucking truck heist? A food service truck heist? That's what you guys are about to do? That's weird. Please don't do that. So, I leave, I'm going to where I'm gonna go, and I'm on my way back, and that truck, I guess, finally got in there, and he was backing up, and he had his back door open, and he was basically kind of like unloading. And still, there are these other people that are just sitting there just watching his truck, and it was just bizarre. But I just made a joke about, like, hey, are you guys gonna really start doing that? Are you guys gonna really start like holding these trucks up, and then what, a week ago, apparently there was somewhere, it was through a friend of a friend, said that they saw on the internet that a truck driver got held up at gunpoint, and they robbed him of all of his stuff. So I just don't want it to come down to dumb shit like that, where now we're pulling off truck heists and we're just stealing people's shit. I don't want to come down to that, because we are nowhere at that point, nor should we be doing that, but we're not anywhere near that point of desperation. I know that a lot of people out there are trying to purchase guns, which, dude, that's your business. That's not totally far-fetched that, there are insane people out there who want your shit in your home, but these long lines, as if like that's like the new toilet paper and paper towels as well, is that let's go to the gun store and pick up guns now. They're showing footage on TV, and you just see like these big fucking ridiculous guns, that are really used for hunting, and these motherfuckers are picking this shit up. It's like, a 35, a 38. Would do you some justice, just get you a 9 and call it a day. I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know who you expect to come into your home, but that's a big fucking gun, dude. You need to figure that out. I don't think you have enough time to reload and put that thing together before it's all said and done. Just saying. So, anyway, yeah, I'm actually in a really great mood, and just in a great mood. And this is all that we can really do, is just stay in a good mood. Everyone needs to just be cool, calm. I know that this is going to be hard. This is probably one of the hardest things that people, especially us, the U.S., we're not really built for this type of shit. I just don't think that we are. We're not used to being told what to do and sit down and stay there. Work from home. You can't go outside to do X, Y, and Z. We're not used to shit like this. I think there are other countries out there who they're super tame and they're cool with that. That's kind of what they do, but we're not used to being told to sit the fuck down and shut up. So yeah, just be cool out there. It'll be over. It'll be all over. And once it's over, you get to go back to work, go make your money, and go do the same shit you were doing a month ago or months ago. And, hopefully, my hope is that we all learn something from this. I hope that we come back better, stronger, faster, more confident. I definitely feel like this is almost like a like you're on summer break. Do you remember summer break, where it was you left, you went to some summer camp or whatever you were doing, but you either came back fat as fuck, or you came back just swole and jacked as shit. Tiffany got some new tits. Jarrett, Dante, fucking got ripped. Fuck it. Carlos came back fat. That's just what happens. And yeah, I feel like we're gonna come back that same way, and everyone's gonna be like, oh shit, Carlos is back. Oh fuck. And it'll be great. I just want people to be super, super happy that it all worked out. And we all hopefully learned something from this and from each other. and more importantly, that you learn something about yourself. This is the time that we're going to be spending alone or with other people, and we're going to start learning some new shit. And it's going to be scary. It's going to be super scary to a lot of you. And just roll with it. There's nothing you can do about it. Just roll with the shit. Those of you that were about to get married, this is one of the biggest tests, I guess. Now you guys sit out here and sit at home and just stare at each other and figure out that if that altar is really what you wanted. So this is gonna be some fun shit. So like I said, we're gonna come back fucking awesome, confident as fuck, ripped, fat, whatever, but happy at the same fucking time. So, and relieved. So guys, please go out there, do some shit. Or don't go out there, but stay in your home and do dope shit. Create some awesome stuff. And yeah, we'll all see each other on the other side of all of this. Well, alright. I think I'm done talking. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, listening. And as I normally do, I like to play music at the end, and I just can't get away from this dude. His name is Brainwavve, and he's a friend of mine. I mean, I use a lot of his music as the background music for some of my episodes, so you might already be familiar with some of his sounds. But man, this dude just does so much. He's a visual effects guy, and he just makes really great music. Like, you can call it whatever you want. Art, electronic art. There's like definitely sprinkles of like video game music, because video game music is real music, by the way. Have to get that out there. I get really passionate about my video game music. So this is a song, self-titled, from his new record that he just released, called FUTURESOON. And the title track is called FUTURESOON, featuring Black Da Vinci. I don't know this cat, Black Da Vinci, but man, I would like to meet this dude soon. One day when I go back to Texas, I would like to meet this dude, because yeah, he's really good, and I love his voice, and dude's poetic, and yeah, he's got some he hits you kind of hard, a little hard, and I dig it. I dig his voice, and yeah, and I definitely dig his words. So here it is, guys, and yeah, thank you for hanging out, and as always, be productive, go get some sun, and yeah, take care of yourselves out there. All right, later.
Y'all seem prepared for intruders. For some intruders, already been through this. Thought that you knew this. Are you scared of the future? Scared of computers, students are scared of the shooter. Prepare the maneuvers, y'all seem prepared for intruders. For some intruders, already been through this. Thought that you knew this. From the future peep, the future sounds. Future soon, the future's now. Soon enough, the room erupts to erupt. You were stuck in the crowd. Crowd around, I'll tell you how we crowded out the native off the sacred spaces, then paved it, replaced it with malls we crowded to for the savings. Those savings we spent in big bubbles. Pop for recession, she pussy pop for possessions. My homie got pop for possession. I got a lot of questions, kinda got lost in depression. You can get lost with your false friendship and all of your hints. That post 9/11, post truth, Willie Lynch pin to keep the wheels of power in position. New red insurgents, she get fed with the feed full of likes and mentions, with a focus on where you spend your attention, but you ain't pay attention, mathematically predicting your intentions. I had to pause after I wrote that sentence. Skynet is on the way. Word to Elon, word to Johnny Neiman. I got a lot on my mind. No way they think I'm the one. No way I travel through time. Just don't fuck with my dogs. That's the point where I break. Why you advocate for these devils? I think that shit lame. The same reaction when I look at your chain. That's a bad batch. Can't fuck with your dreams. It costs an arm and a leg to live in comfort. But I'd rather see the status quo get punctured. The day the earth stood still, I hit the snooze button, fell back in the slumber. I was eating shrooms and stomping turtles as a plumber. Bay was at another castle, I was getting flustered. Found some fire flowers, spit combustion at these busters. I just copped an extra life, but never been the one for uppers. I just copped an extra life, but never been the one for uppers. Are you scared of the future? Uppers. Scared of computers? Students are scared of the shooter. Prepare the maneuvers, y'all see prepared for intruders. For some intruders, already been through this. Thought that you knew this. Are you scared of the future? Scared of computers, students are scared of the shooter. Prepare the maneuvers, y'all see prepared for intruders. For some intruders, already been through this. Thought that you knew this. Thought that you knew this. From the future, peep the future sounds. Future soon, soon the future's now. Soon enough the room erupts too abrupt. You were stuck in the crowd. Crowd around, I'll tell you how we crowded out the native off the sacred spaces and paved it, replaced it with walls. We crowded to the shutdown. We on that Amazon Prime now. Don't pine for it. And we lit like the rainforest. Don't cry for it. Same day delivery, why even drive for it? When it land on my doorstep before I'm snoring. That's customer service, you can't maxi. I can tell from the ash on your ankles, you can't rap, it's not a fail. From the scuffs on your knees, you ain't a boss, so what the hell, you won't prevail, just take this L. Just take this L. Why you waiting for tomorrow? Tomorrow's today. Falling for tomorrow.